Isivumelwano sokusoconga kanye nokubulala isona umgomo obalulekile kakhulu. Ongcwele kunayo yonke phakathi kwezinkabi zamaZulu.
Today we're delving deep into the underworld of the iNkabi, South Africa's notorious hitmen. Recently, there has been a spike in the amount of hitmen hired out to kill certain individuals. For example, AKA was shot and killed by a hitman, and recently an assassination attempt on a SARS advocate took place. These are just a couple stories out of the many. So in this video, we will explore who the iNkabi are, where they come from, what they do, and their far-reaching influence in various criminal activities. The origins of the iNkabi can be traced back to the turbulent socio-political landscape of South Africa during the apartheid era and the subsequent transition to democracy. During these times, political violence and turf wars were rampant, creating a demand for skilled assassins who could eliminate rivals and instill fear. Many iNkabi were initially involved in political violence, working as enforcers for various factions. As the political climate stabilized, these hitmen transitioned into organized crime, leveraging their skills and networks to become hired gunmen for criminal syndicates. Over time, the iNkabi established themselves as key players in South Africa's underworld, expanding their operations and becoming deeply entrenched in various illegal industries. The term iNkabi originates from the Zulu language, meaning bull, a symbol of strength and power. These assassins are primarily based in KwaZulu-Natal, but operate across the country, often hired to carry out assassinations for various criminal enterprises. They are involved in a wide range of illicit activities, including taxi violence, kidnappings, hijackings, and drug wars. Their reputation is built on their ability to execute high-profile hits, and their influence extends deep into the criminal underworld.
Ukuthi usinike ithuba lokuthi sizokhuluma nawe. Iyini iNkabi?
Ukhuluma ngami, ngokhuluma ngikabi. Umuntu odubula engamsukelile umuntu. Ngisuke ngiphunywe nguwe ukuthi suxakekile kakhulu.
iNkabi are primarily hired for assassinations. They carry out hits with precision and brutality, often leaving a clear message to those who might oppose the interests of their employers. Their role extends beyond simple murder. They instill fear and maintain control over territories. Due to their efficiency in the way they operate, many criminals are looking to hire them. As a result, they now play crucial roles in various segments of crime, from taxi violence, cash-in-transit heists, to kidnapping and the assassination of high-profile individuals, not to mention the drug wars that are constantly wreaking havoc throughout the country. The cost to hire an iNkabi varies depending on who the target is and the complexity of the hit. In the past, it was believed that prices start from 40,000 Rand to carry out a hit, but recently, it has been revealed that hitmen are doing the job for as little as 5,000 Rand nowadays. The price can increase as high as into the hundreds of thousands of Rands, with some hits being reported at 400,000 Rand. The price also depends on the reputation and skill of the hitman. The taxi industry in South Africa is highly competitive. Taxi wars are a common occurrence, with rival taxi associations vying for control over lucrative routes. To earn a living, drivers have needed to form gangs. iNkabi are often hired to eliminate competition, leading to violent clashes and a high death toll in the industry. They charge a fee depending on who is the target and what position they hold. For a low-level member, it costs around 20,000 Rand, whereas a boss can cost as high as 300,000 Rand. They have no affiliation or loyalty to anybody else besides the highest bidder.
What were the reasons that one person in the taxi industry was hiring you to kill someone else?
Amareason maningi amareason ikhundla ne-agreement ukuthi abavumelani nezinto ekufuneka kanjalo zenzeke nanokuthi omunye usolakala ukuthi udla imali bayamsaba, abakwazi ukuthi bamface, bakhulume naye face to face. So the best solution ukuthi
iNkabi are also involved in the kidnapping industry. They use their skills to kidnap high-profile individuals or their family members, demanding ransom or exerting pressure on business rivals. Their involvement has made kidnapping a highly lucrative and dangerous enterprise. This could be the reason as to why there is such a huge spike in the number of kidnapping cases over the past couple of months. Since January last 2023, at least 20 Portuguese butchery owners and staff have been kidnapped in Johannesburg, with ransom demands ranging from 400,000 rand to 3.5 million rand, sometimes even starting from 10 million rand. It's not just butchery owners who are at risk. Copycat kidnapping syndicates also target the poor, with ransoms between 3,000 rand to 20,000 rand. Unfortunately, even when ransoms are paid, the outcome can be tragic. Car hijackings are another area where iNkabi have a strong influence. They execute hijackings with military precision, often targeting high-end vehicles. These hijackings are not just about theft. They can be used as a means of intimidation or to fund other criminal activities. A prime target is cash-in-transit vehicles. iNkabi are usually hired out to handle the guards. This is because they are best equipped with the tools and skills to execute the job, while the rest of the team cover other aspects of the operation like stealing the money, driving, hacking, etc. Probably the most common industry to find iNkabi working in is the drugs industry. They play a pivotal role in the drug wars that plague South Africa. They are often hired by drug lords to eliminate competitors. This can involve assassinating rival drug dealers, key members of competing syndicates, or anyone who poses a threat to their employer's operations. These hits are carried out with precision and brutality, ensuring that the message of dominance is clearly communicated. Controlling territory is crucial in the drug trade, as it directly impacts market access and distribution networks. iNkabi are employed to secure and defend these territories. This can involve driving out or killing off rival gangs and enforcing the dominance of their employers over specific areas. Their presence in these regions serves as a deterrent to potential competitors. Their involvement has escalated the violence and danger associated with the drug trade, contributing to the high levels of crime and instability. The Western Cape has suffered the most from these drug wars, with shootings happening on a daily basis in certain areas, and law enforcement constantly needing to attend to issues. At one stage, even the army had to come in. The iNkabi wield significant influence when it comes to assassinations of both low and high-profile individuals. For low-profile targets, such as local business owners, community leaders, or small-time rivals, the iNkabi are often hired to enforce control and eliminate opposition. When it comes to high-profile targets, such as politicians, prominent business leaders, or influential activists, the stakes are much higher. The iNkabi are involved in these high-profile assassinations for several reasons. Political influence. Assassinating political figures or activists who threaten the interests of powerful criminal organizations or corrupt officials helps maintain the status quo. These hits can disrupt efforts to combat corruption, organized crime, and other illicit activities. Business and financial control. High-profile business leaders who stand in the way of lucrative deals or expose fraudulent activities become prime targets. By eliminating these individuals, the iNkabi ensure that their employers can carry out their financial schemes without interference. Sending a strong message. High-profile assassinations have a far-reaching impact, creating widespread fear and demonstrating the reach and power of those behind the hits. It serves as a stark warning to others about the consequences of opposing or challenging these powerful entities. The iNkabi's involvement in assassinations, whether targeting low or high-profile individuals, plays a critical role in maintaining the power dynamics within South Africa's criminal underworld. Their ability to execute these hits with precision and ruthlessness ensures that their employers can operate with minimal opposition, instilling fear and compliance across various levels of society. Their actions contribute significantly to the country's high levels of violence and instability, complicating law enforcement efforts and exacerbating the challenges faced by communities. The pervasive presence of the iNkabi underscores the deep-rooted issues within South Africa's criminal underworld, highlighting the urgent need for comprehensive strategies to address crime, corruption, and social inequities. In understanding the iNkabi and their far-reaching influence, it becomes clear that tackling these issues requires coordinated efforts from law enforcement, government, and civil society. Only through a unified approach can the cycle of violence and fear perpetuated by the iNkabi be broken, paving the way for a safer and more stable South Africa. What do you think?